All right. Hi, everyone. John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is Pacifica Black Unarmed Exhibition. Did the armed exhibition actually yesterday. Not that that really matters, but that was quite a good performance. So here we have the unarmed, and I'm just looking at uniformity of technique. Make sure that when you're standing in this position, make sure that you've got that your square shoulders and head down and not rounded like this. Okay, I can't really tell, but I suspect that there are a couple with slightly rounded backs, maybe rounded shoulders, possibly, possibly. And if I were to guess, it would be all right, so now I've clicked on it. Now you can see my cursor. So I would guess possibly this cadet and this cadet might have slightly a rounded back, rounded shoulders there. So just FYI. Feet look great, arms look great. Everybody seems to be standing up nice and erect. This is why. See, you've got that just a little kind of a curvy shape there, instead of that nice straight line that we have here. So I mean, and you can tell wrinkle here. It's quite a deep wrinkle. So pulling the body down maybe. Anyway, just be aware of it. So heads didn't come up all at the same time. There was kind of a disconnect there. So instead of right face, instead of you probably could call front, yeah, and cover. This is great stuff. It really is. However, these commands here, they're regulation drill. They belong in the regulation drill arena because we have to have them. They don't necessarily go into the exhibition drill arena. Now they can, obviously, but I'm thinking that most likely this is going to be a great performance, and you're going to absolutely burn up the deck. I'm just anticipating that. Oh, so as far as the noise, hopefully my mic isn't picking up too much. But as far as the noise in the background, got some work going on the house, and I just don't have any other time to do this. So please bear with me. I appreciate it. All right. You're reducing the flow of the performance. You're as soon as you form up, you're performing. Now, whether you're being scored and judged and all that doesn't matter. That's not that's not something to put into consideration right now. What you're concerned about is the audience, and here. There. So, wow, that's wild. All of that could have been taken care of with one command, and not regulation commands. Ready face, ready step, something that would get the team to do all of this. So did you hear the audience there? I'm quite sure you did. Oh, that's what you want. That's you want. Oh, and people looking at the team going, what's gonna happen next? Oh, another command. Oh, another command. And okay. Oh, all right. Now we're back into. So you don't want to drop the expectation. You want to keep that expectation here, and even increase it. So all of this could have been taken care of with one command and counting. The 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 alignment and cover there, not necessary. You should already be there. Wow, nice turn. I'm going to look at this a little closer. So feet not necessarily working as well as they could have. All right, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch this another 5, 6, or probably more times. But you don't have to watch me watching you. So let me pause right here. I'll watch, and then I'll come back with some feedback. All right, it was about 7 or 8 times, but what I was looking for was technique in consistent technique applied as far as the feet are concerned. So what I noticed specifically was this cadet right here and contrasted her with other members of the team, especially her. What I'd like you to do, I'm going to back up just a hair more. Now, watch her, and then I'm going to have you watch her as well. Look at the hands right here. So watching her, see her feet, and how she's out of alignment. That's because the right foot comes back. Whoops, sorry about that. The right foot comes back and turns here so that the left has to swing around. Now, let's play this again. Watch her. She's the clearest. Others are doing the same thing as she is, but they have people behind them, so it's not as clear. She doesn't have anything behind her from this direction. So watch her feet. Do you see how the right foot was brought around and then the turn and the step off? That's what you're looking for team-wide, that uniformity of the turn. So not the nice setup. That worked well. I was concentrating on quite a bit. All right. So now concentrate. Let's consider from right here, from right when the team so a little bit before. Sorry, blue coats keep coming up from 1989. From about right here. There. All right, so at 26 seconds, you start performing, essentially. Before was kind of an opening statement, and yet it was several opening statements put together with commands in between. And like I was saying earlier, it could have been one command, the whole thing, then step off and go. So at 26 seconds, 25, maybe 24, you start performing. And you end up in this great X shape for... So but what I want you to look at is about right here. So from here, the team, I'm so glad the camera turns, that's great. So the expectation here is to turn to the left to the audience and continue performing, but you don't. And for the report in, you you march up, form two lines, then merge the two lines, and then march away from the audience again. And that's fine. Marching away from the audience is all right. But from here, facing away from the audience and executing this sequence here, this short sequence, you have your backs to the audience, and that's not, sometimes that's fine. It's not a problem, but the majority of your work is relatively confined to the front of your body, at the width of your shoulders. Now, sure, we can tell from viewing from that front angle, we can tell what's going on, but it's going to be a little much clearer, the clearer communication to your audience if you're actually turned around. Now, I would say you don't have to face away from your audience here to create these two lines and then merge them together and then march away from the audience. Honestly, I would suggest that it would be better to face the audience here, then merge the two lines and then march back. You're including the audience more. If that, I know that's kind of an esoteric type of statement, and not really concrete, but visual performances like this aren't necessarily concrete in their communication, and I like the three pushes forward. That works really well because you think it's stopped and then it keeps going right here, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps going, and the intensity seems to even build a little bit as the legs of the X move out. I appreciate the team commander being integrated in the center of the X. That really does work quite well. And so the judge not being ready to take the report in is a mark against the judge. Nicely done. The great rotation, and again. Aha, nicely done as well. And you've got the spacing also down pat. That was great. Call and response. I thought I had a recommendation there, but it's not really necessary. Two pass-throughs and integration with the commander. Well done. So far, you've not set up to perform. You've continued your performance. I really do appreciate that very much. And even though some do not consider this type of performance out of step there, but some don't consider this type of performance necessarily to hold with military flavor, but really there is a thread of military flavor through this. So the this salute sequence here, you see there's a slowdown here with this cadet, and I definitely appreciate slow turn, whip up the salute. I understand that very well. That really communicates well. It's just not executed as well as it could be throughout the team. It's not really realized completely. It's so close though. And the whole line. Boy, not bad. Little bit of a sag there, but really that was executed quite well. Oh, interesting. Picking up and including more of the team and moving them as well into straight across from each other into a cordon. Interesting. Some of there's a timing issue. Let me. I want to go back to here. I want to show you the timing issue that comes up. Nope, it was before this. Here. That. Bringing the arms all the way up to the shoulders and then having the hands slap the front of the thighs. That. Now, crossed is less of a travel. This is a lot of travel. And I'm not sure that it seems to work fairly well here. Nice, nice ripple as well. There was a part here. It just didn't seem to the traveling. It really didn't seem to work as well as it could have. So here, boy, here lacks intensity. You give the command report out, and then the team slowly but surely makes its way to the V. And honestly, I would have. I would have expected something something more. Not that this is bad. I'm not saying that at all. But with judging by the rest of the performance and then seeing this, it just kind of there's a there's a lack of intensity with the design here that doesn't reflect the rest of the performance. Honestly, the rest of the performance, the very beginning and then the lead up to the report out, don't match the rest of the performance. So see how he's leaving the rest of his squad behind? Nicely done. That exit was just fantastic. I want to see that again. That really was just great. That big gap there and letting the rest of the team, or the rest of the squad having to catch up, didn't work well. This does. Into that, and then the silent step. But the high knee work and the slide forward with the foot for a toe strike, very nice. All right, that was great. So remember, for exhibition drill design, you want to have every segment of the routine match, and not give off a completely different feel, as in either the lack of intensity or the ease in which ease for travel. There could have been a greater travel there, that and more intense work to go on for that report out. The opening statements really didn't necessarily work well to keep the audience there. You started with it and then you kind of lost it and then eventually regained it. But nice job on execution throughout. That was really quite a pleasure to watch. Thank you so much. I hope my comments are helpful.